Hello everybody, my name is Aztecs, and today I wanted to do a video talking about Bedford HooCon 6, which was a convention I went to yesterday, and I just wanted to talk about it because although I don't have many clips or pictures from the event because I didn't really do any vlogging or anything, I still just want to talk about it because it was such a brilliant event, and I just want to talk about my experiences there. And so I got up I think it was about 6:30. I just woke up randomly. I didn't have a great night's sleep, bearing in mind the day, that sort of night. But anyway, I got up, dressed, loo, all that stuff, and then my granddad picked me up and we went there for about 9. The convention didn't open until about 10, so we were sat there for about, in the car, 20-30 minutes, just sort of waiting for something to happen. A few people turned up, and we eventually went in there. That day I wore my Season 18 Tom scarf. You may have seen it in a few videos I've done, or if not, there's probably pictures on my Instagram with it on, at CEO of Acne, if you desperately want to follow me. And yeah, so we got given a program, which let me just grab. We got given a program here, which told us basically what was going on during the day, and I'll also use this as a bit of a format. So from about 10 to 11:10 was an interview with Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, and Sarah Sutton. So we sat there. Me and my granddad sat there in sort of a room, bit of a stage, dozens of chairs, dozens of Doctor Who fans, and yeah, there was a short sort of interview. The organizer there, Simon, he asked a few questions, and he got thrown into the audience. I just want to admit now, I'm a bit of a shy person. I didn't have the guts to put my hand up and be like, "Doctor, answer my question." I didn't really have any sort of, I don't know, I couldn't really think of a question at the time that I felt was good enough. But yeah, there was tons of questions that were thrown out there. I just loved hearing, I think, other sort of questions that people had. Yeah, anyway, we had a bit of a break after that, which, there was a massive queue for the calf. I got some food, I got some breakfast, which was nice. Drink and stuff. I had a Fanta if anyone asked. And then a short performance, which I missed half of it because I was sort of eating food and bits. But then there was another performance that Janet Fielding, also known as Tegan, apparently is written by Davison, and basically it's just a sentence with a bunch of really, really complicated sci-fi gobbledygook. And, sometimes it is just fun hearing someone just trying to say Raxacora phallibatoris espialidocious, which is the planet of the Selene people. Next thing that came up was an interview with Paul Mark Davis and David Hankinson. Paul Mark Davis was the trickster in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and he's one of the future kind people in Utopia. So some nice sort of talks about being in the costume and being on the set with people. And David Hankinson is actually one of the Dalek operators. He's been doing it since Parting of the Ways, I believe, and Bad Wolf, so Series 1 sort of time. After that was an interview with Peter Roy, apparently he's appeared in 13 episodes of Doctor Who, classic Doctor Who, and he was a background character, really, from what I can figure out. I don't think he had any major role, but honestly, he was hilarious. I absolutely loved him, and I mean, arguably it was probably my favourite sort of panel they did of the day. Then we had a massive sort of 2.5 hour break, where it was the main signing and photos and buying merchandise session. So I looked around the merchandise so many times in that session, and as well I got a few sort of pictures with sort of props and bits and bobs they had there, and I got something signed. You had these sort of bits of paper, because of social distancing and stuff, we got given a piece of paper. Ours was last, obviously, the yellow piece of paper, and I got my Doctor Who The Collection Season 19 signed. And before I show you this, can I just say, it's beautiful. I still haven't gotten over the fact that I met these people. I got this signed. So I got it signed by Janet Fielding, who is Tegan, Sarah Sutton, who is Nyssa, and Peter Davison, who is obviously the Fifth Doctor. There it is. As you can see, that's Janet's there, Sarah's, and Peter's is there, but he took the cover off, so there's a little sort of Doctor 5 thing there. But just look at that. That is beautiful. This is now my new favourite thing in the collection. And I'm not just talking about the Blu-ray sets, I'm just talking about the overall collection. This is just amazing, and I am so happy I got this signed. I've always sort of said to myself, if I ever got to meet any of the actors or people who starred in Doctor Who, I would get them to sign the Blu-ray collection sets, because they're sort of the definitive version. And as well, I can just easily say favourite story for season 19 is Earthshock, but you know, you sort of you know, I really can get a big more variety of people on here that have only been in one story from this set, or 2 or 3, and you know, it's just I think these sets are really great to get signed, and that's just, you know, brilliant. But anyway, going back to my piece of paper, after that there was a short performance. To be honest, I couldn't remember what happened in the short performance. I know, I'm terrible. I think we might have missed it again, to be honest. But after that was an interview with Roger Murray Leach, who was a production designer, sort of set designer for season 12, 13 and 14, but sort of specific stories. The ones that I remember him definitely doing is The Ark in Space and Taran Experiment. He did Planet of Evil, The Seeds of Doom. I think that's the Tom Baker one. As well, he did what else did he do? The Talons of Wing Chiang and The Deadly Assassin. I think those were the ones he did. If he missed out, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was the interview sort of thing sort of overran because of time. But yeah, I could have listened, as like the organizer Simon said, I could have listened to him for 2 or 3 hours talk about, you know, the set design and just how, you know, what things were made of and just stories on set, and yeah, it was great. But after that was another break, the longest break, well, not the longest break, but there was another sort of hour break where I actually got a photo with everyone there, me and my granddad, and yeah, that was great. And as well, I got some more stuff. So first of all, starting off is there was, you know, the merchandise stalls there were brilliant. There was so much cool stuff there that I could have spent, you know, millions there. Honestly, there was so much cool stuff, from DVDs to CDs to books, plenty of books, especially the Target books, which I'm a big fan of, but unfortunately I sort of have to pick and choose what I was going to get. I'm on a limited budget, really, after the signatures cost me my kidneys. But yeah, highlights include just box character option sets. I think they're the highlights, as well as there was somebody there selling some lovely art prints and artworks he's done by hand, and it's just, brilliant. But yeah, I got some DVDs. They were 3 for £10. I got the Centre rights because I just need some more William Hartnell stuff. It's still sealed at the moment. I will obviously unseal it to watch it. We got the Aztecs, another sealed one. I know this isn't the special edition, but it's a version of the story. So, and we have the Brain of Morbius, which I'm when it comes to DVDs now, I only pick up the 60s stuff because I'm assuming going to be released last, because, you know, there's not a complete season of any of the 60s seasons. But yeah, I just sort of picked a random Tom one, and I've heard good things about the Brain of Morbius. Yeah, was it season 13? I think it's season 13. Yeah, I cannot wait to sit down and watch this. Obviously, it's got booklet and disc and stuff, so yeah, great. And the other thing I bought, I have to buy a Doctor Who figure. Okay, you can see up here actually some of my classic ones for once. And obviously behind me, sort of my big pile of boxed ones. But I bought a Rogue Cyberman from Attack of the Cybermen. This bad boy was £15, which I think was a pretty reasonable price for him. I've seen him go for more on eBay. And yeah, just look at him. He's shows up very well in the light. He's very sort of green. Looks like someone's dipped in sort of fairy liquid or something. And as well, his mask here can come off to reveal a very beautifully creepy face, which I don't know if that's going to focus. No, that's probably the best you're going to get it. Yeah, that's just a brilliant figure. And yeah, but after sort of that final break, it was the final sessions with all the guests, a few more questions and bits, and yeah, they told us all to get off the premises. Just kidding, they sort of said, you know, that's the end of it, everyone leave please, you know, it's all over. But yeah, that was the convention. What did I think of it? It was great. If I had one criticism, I wouldn't mind if they had some more props there and stuff. I know previous years they had stuff like the Special Weapons Dalek in like a full Zygon costume and a full Auton costume from Spirit from Space. They had a few sort of masks and stuff. But I have to give them one props. They did have the Dalek from Mission to the Unknown, the sort of remake one they did with sort of some students or whatever. So that was really cool to see. And yeah, but overall, it was great. I love this convention. If you're in the area or you're not miles away from Bedford, I would generally recommend you go check it out. It was a great day. I had so much fun. Definitely bring, you know, all your pocket money with you. Okay, believe me, you can spend tons of stuff at those stalls they had there, and on signatures and stuff. But yeah, brilliant. I do have to give sort of a bit of a shout to my granddad for actually taking me. You know, he got the tickets and stuff. So you know, thank you so much. This has been on my sort of schedule to do for literally 2 years now, and I'm so happy to basically have gone. The next one is in April next year. If anyone is curious about it. But yeah, that was just brilliant. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You sort of enjoyed me talking about the experience. It was really great. It was really fun. I loved it. I loved it as a Doctor Who fan. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.